Hi everyone. Today it is story time, hosted by me, Jeremy Richmond. Today we're going to be reading a famous book by Dr. Seuss, the famous book author of children's books. And the one we're reading today is the story of the Sneetches. Important questions to ask yourself: what is the meaning of the star used by Dr. Seuss in this book? And what does it mean to not have the star? So, okay, that's an important thing to keep track of. Okay, to start with, we're going to look at this picture of these two Sneetches. As you can see, they're right here. One has a star and the other doesn't. Do they both look happy? Okay, the story starts. Now, the Starbilly Sneetches had bellies with stars. See the star right here? It's a green one. The Plainbilly Sneetches had none upon theirs. As you can see here, he's got no star. And what is this guy over here doing? And what does this guy over here look like he feels? Those stars weren't so big, they were really so small, you might think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. But because they had stars, okay, as you can see, there's one right there. They got the two ones on their bellies. Because they had stars, all the Starbilly Sneetches would brag, "We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches." With their snoots in the air, as you can see right here, he's got his kind of nose stuck up in the air, and he looks really snooty, as does his smaller one right over here. So with their snoots in the air, they would sniff and they'd snort, will have nothing to do with the plain Billy sort. And whenever they met some, when they were out walking, they'd hike right on past them without even talking. What does that remind you? Somebody walks past without even talking, a person or people they see every day, but they never talk to them. As you can see in the photo, they're walking right on by, and the other Sneetches look really sad. When the Starbilly children went out to play ball, could a plain Billy get in the game? Not at all. You only could play if your Billies had stars, and the plain Billy children had none upon theirs. As you can see in the photo, they're playing ball, and the Starbilly Sneetches are having a good time, while the other ones are not. They're not playing, and they've been excluded. When the Starbilly Sneetches had Frankfurter roast, or picnics or parties, or marshmallow toast, they never invited the plain Billy Sneetches. They left them out cold in the dark of the beaches. They kept them away, never let them come near, and that's how they treated them, year after year. So, has anyone not been invited to a birthday party when you knew the person really well when you were a kid, as right now or something? Well, how would you like it if somebody did that to you? Christmas, they're having a great time cooking hot dogs, I think. Yeah, hot dogs over a campfire. And they've got the stars on their bellies, and these guys have none. Then one day, it seems, while the plain Billy Sneetches were moping and doping alone on the beaches, just sitting there, wishing their bellies had stars, a stranger zipped up in the strangest of cars. Here's them sitting up on the beaches, looking dejected. And here comes the stranger, Sylvester Monkey McBean. What does he have with him? It looks like some mechanical stuff, so he's going to do something that's inventive. "My friends," he announced in a voice clear and keen, "my name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean, and I've heard of your troubles. I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm the fix-it-up chappie. I've come here to help you. I have what you need, and my prices are low, and I work at great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed." So he's telling them, I can solve your problem. No worries. Then quickly Sylvester McMonkey McBean put together a very peculiar machine. And he said, "You want stars like a Starbelly Sneetch? My friends, you can have them for $3 each." So here's the big machine, and here he is telling them that he can get them some stars. Yeah. "Just pay me your money and hop right aboard." So they clambered inside. Then the big machine roared, and it clunked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it burked, and it bopped them about, but the thing really worked. When the plain Billy Sneetches popped out, they had stars. They actually did. They had stars upon thars. Okay. You can see they've come out of the machine of McBean, and now they have the stars on their bellies. Then they yelled at the ones who had stars at the start. "We're exactly like you. You can't tell us apart. We're all just the same now, you snooty old smarties. And now we can go to your Frankfurter parties." "Good grief," groaned the ones who had stars at the first. "We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now how in the world will we know," they all frowned, "if which kind is what, or the other way around?" Now you can see, what do you see in this picture? Here's the Starbilly Sneetches over here, and here's the guys who are the ones who didn't have stars. But look at them now. Do you see a difference? Then up came McBean with a very sly wink, and he said, "Things are not quite as bad as you think. So you don't know who's who. That is perfectly true. But come with me, friends. Do you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best Sneetches on beaches, and all it will cost you is $10 eaches." So now you see over here are McBean and the original Sneetches with the stars, and they're excited by his proposal. Over on the other side, though, you see the new ones over here who got the stars recently, and they're concerned. "Belly stars are no longer in style," said McBean. "What you need is a trip through my star-off machine. This one contraption will take off your stars, so you won't look like Sneetches who have them on thars. And that handy machine, working very precisely, removed all their stars from their tummies quite nicely." Now you can see that they're going into the machine with the stars, paying him money, but when they come out, they've got no stars in them. Does this strike you as anything similar to what you've experienced in school? Then with snoots in the air, they paraded about, and they opened their beaks, and they let out a shout. "Who know who is who? Now there isn't a doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are Sneetches without." Then, of course, those with stars all got frightfully mad. To be wearing a star now was frightfully bad. Then, of course, old Sylvester McMonkey McBean invited them into his star-off machine. Then, of course, from then on, as you probably guessed, things really got into a horrible mess. So now you see these ones don't have the stars, the original, but we can still see these ones right here. Those are the ones who didn't have the stars, and now they are the ones who have the stars, and once again, they feel like they are out of style. All the rest of that day, on those wild, screaming beaches, the fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again. Through the machines they raced round and about again, changing their stars every minute or two. They kept paying money, they kept running through, until neither the plane nor the Starbillies knew whether this one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was what one, or what one was who. Now they've just been going into the machine to get their stars removed, and they're doing it so much nobody knows who originally had the stars. They're going in and out again, trying to beat the others, do whatever others aren't doing, and eventually they don't know who's who. Then when every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chappie packed up and he went, and he laughed as he drove in his car up the beach. They never will learn. No, you can't teach a Sneetch. Okay, so you see this guy, he got them all confused. They don't know who the Sneetches are, but he made a ton of money in the process off of this confusion. But McBean was quite wrong. I'm quite happy to say that the Sneetches really got quite smart on that day. They decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day, all the Sneetches forgot about stars, and whether they had one or not upon theirs. As you can see, some have them, some don't, but they're all getting along with each other, and they don't care anymore what the difference between what's on their belly or not matters. The end. Okay, thank you for joining for this, and we will continue with the story time next time. Next time, we will read The Berenstain Bears Visit the Dentist. Thank you. Bye-bye.